Hello everyone, I'm Marina and it's Sakramel School. Summer is almost over, but we haven't done vibrant nail art yet. So let's do one today. In this video, I will show you how to do a combined manicure, as well as a fierce, fiery, daring gradient step by step, super quickly. Let's get into it. Here are the nails. I have found this model with a long nail plate to make sure that the transition looks great. We can do it on short nails too, but doing it on long ones is way more fun. The tech who did these nails did a good job. There were a few filing mistakes though, and the lower parallel here is a bit curved. So that is something I will need to fix today. First, I'm going to remove the coating using a purple drill bit. I find it really nice to remove the old coating with. Look, it removes both top and color in one move. That's super convenient and time-saving. For a manicure, I push the cuticle with an orange stick first, and there is something weird underneath, some pterygium or a nail plate part. Let's take a closer look. If this part is pretty hard, that's a cut. So work carefully. Now I shape the free edge, and in order to avoid layers in the ingross points, I turn the finger and place the file under the nail. Then I file a straight line from the ingross point and mat the surface using a 180 grit nail file. This step helps to remove some pterygium, so I will have to e-file less, which again makes the process faster. I'm using a red flame drill bit. It is perfect for this particular cuticle type. I recommend you use a brush to make sure that there is no pterygium left and you don't overfile it. So always pull the skin well around the nail perimeter to see it better. Next up, I pull the skin and check if the pocket is clean, to make sure that the cut is uniform. In case there is some stuck skin left, the coating may pull. So lift up the cuticle well with the drill bit, or try pushing it with an orange stick. Now I cut the cuticle using rounded scissors. These are called hooked scissors. They get in the sinuses and clean them up. And when the pocket is clean, the cut is super smooth. Then we can touch up tiny hangnails. And to complete the manicure and polish the skin well, I recommend you use the same flame drill bit. Just move up and down in the reverse position. And what about lateral folds, you may ask? There is often something left there. So you may try to remove it with filing, but thin down the nail plate instead. It may be just some leftover dust that needs to be thoroughly removed. So send your client to wash their hands and see whether there's anything left there in the sinuses. If there is nothing left, then it was dust. So there is no need to process that area once again. Now I degrease the nail and apply an acid-free primer only on the outgrown natural nail part. On the free edge, there is a thin layer of the previous base coat left. I'm using a clear rubber base first for better bonding. Apply a thin layer. Don't rub it in though. It acts as a cushion between the natural nail and the main coating. Now I align the nail plate using a milky camouflage base coat by a man. I love the fact that it's liquid. It's easy to work with cause it aligns quickly, saving the working time. If you are a beginner, I recommend you use thicker materials, because they take more time to flow onto the sides. But I personally prefer using liquid ones. The nail on the thumb is a bit twisted, so I need to fix this. But for this, I'm going to use a hard gel instead of the previous base coat. It's also a milky shade. I spread the material where I need to build it up, and then pull the free edge part. Then I send the nail to cure in the lamp. There is a missing parallel on the other thumb, so I need to build it up too. I do it quickly because this gel consistency is medium. If you struggle with liquid and medium gels, use a hard one instead, or a jelly gel. Polygels will do as well, but I personally find gels more convenient. There is no need for aligning liquid, extra brushes, and so on. Next, I wipe off the dust and align the nail plate. I add most of the base coat to the stress zone, strengthening it. And it's a plus that the base coat is liquid. By the way, I highly recommend you use milky shades under bright neon or pastel ones. These will add density. Iman offers some of the thickest neon shades. I choose these adjacent colors from the color wheel: neon pink, orange, and lemon. Now using a gel brush, I apply the colors one by one. I use more yellow because this color gets blended out super quickly. So make sure that the yellow part is whiter. Now using the same brush, I blend out pink and orange. Then clean the brush and blend out orange and yellow, cleaning the brush in between. The ombre should not be perfect at this point. It is just a basic layer. We could have used a single color for this purpose, orange or yellow, but only this way we get a dense and vibrant coating. As you might have noticed, I did not paint the cuticle zone right away. I painted it with a thin brush after blending out the colors, to avoid pooling in the process. And the key secret of a perfect gradient is using some acrylic powder, a fine-grained one. Mine is translucent pink, but you can use a clear one too. Now send it to cure in the lamp, brush off the excess, and apply the colors again in a thinner layer. That's crucial, because otherwise the color coating will look messy. Clean the brush in between the layers, and pull the colors down. You can use a thin brush or a gradient one instead, but the gel one is faster. Here's the exact time this gradient takes. The technique is the same. Make sure to lean on with the pinky finger of the active hand. The angle is about 35 to 40 degrees here. This way you won't take the color off the nail or pull it down to the free edge part. So the technique is super simple and quick. Now paint the cuticle zone, and overall one nail takes 2 minutes and 30 seconds, which is pretty much what a regular coating with 2 layers take too. I did not pause the timer for curing. For a smoother transition, cover up the nail with a matte or glitter top coat. I'm using a non-tacky top coat with Yuki flakes to spice up this nail art even more. Don't forget about the inside. Make sure to file out the excess there. Sure, ombre nail art takes more time than a regular coating, but it costs more as well. So it perfectly suits those clients who like standing out, because this nail art is particularly eye-catching. Besides, it's pretty universal and every nail tech should know how to do it. And what do you think? Here's the final look. Me and my model are in love with it. If you like it too, give it a big thumbs up and make sure to check out my other videos on ombre nail art techniques. Try them all out to ace this nail art. Success in your work! Good luck! Bye-bye!